An explainer video is an elevator pitch for your brand. Stick to the essentials. What do you do, and why should people care? Your goal should be to capture people's attention immediately. And above all else, your video should answer your audience's main question. What's in it for me? Use explainer videos on your website, landing pages, and social media channels. You can also use them during conferences, events, and presentations, anywhere you need to introduce yourself. Explainer videos come in many different forms, but animation and motion graphics tend to be the most popular because they're good at conveying a lot of information in a short time. You can also include on-screen text, diagrams, and voiceover narration. If traditional animation is out of your wheelhouse, a whiteboard video can also do the job. Live action is always an option for explainer videos too, but keep in mind that people learn best with a strong visual, so you might want to include more than just a talking head. Like this.
Hey there, I'm Blake Smith, the creative director here at Vidyard, and to my left is
Matthew King. I am the video production manager at Vidyard.
So now that you know what an explainer video is, we felt it was best to show you an example of an explainer video and one that we think is actually pretty good. That being said, the video that we want to break down is an explainer video by Headspace, which is in regards to their meditation app, which is an app that helps you meditate.
Pretty self-explanatory.
So that being said, let's dive right in.
Meditation has been shown to reduce stress.
So off the top, as you can see, this is an animation motion graphic style explainer video. I'm a little biased when it comes to these things because I love animation, I love motion graphics, and that's the type of videos that I like to make. But that being said, motion graphic videos come a long way in terms of explainer videos because it really broadens the scope when you're trying to conceptualize what your product is without getting too specific on showcasing what the actual product is. Especially in situations when you may not have the product made or final yet, it may be in early stages, yet you still want to get the idea out there and across to your viewers, users, whoever they be, and just let them know this is what it is and this is what it does. But also too, as you can see in this specific scene, is that we're showcasing this character in the midst of traffic. Doing this live action would be a little bit more costly. So when doing things with motion graphics and animation, that cost aspect obviously comes down a lot.
Yeah, that's right, because you're building your own world at the end of the day. So you're in full control of every element of that world and the characters in it, which is cool.
To improve focus and create the right conditions for healthy, restful sleep. Headspace is guided meditation for everybody, no matter who you are.
So here we're seeing, and again, it ties back to the motion graphics aspect of it in terms of the conceptualization of things and having a little bit more freedom in terms of how you portray things. And I love how they do this by showcasing diversity and all walks, forms of walk in life, is that, you know, they do these by these different shapes and different colors and whatnot, because obviously people come in different shapes and sizes, and how they get that across here is obviously done in a very conservative way by doing it with these squares, cylinders, you know, noodly arms, noodly legs. So I think this is a very good way to also get across that anyone can use their app too.
That's right.
So this really kind of strikes a chord in many layers.
Or what you do. Whether you're just starting meditating or whether you've been doing it for years. We can help you to train your mind for a healthier, happier life. To get started, visit headspace.com or download our app. Once you're all signed up, choose a topic you'd like to focus on.
Again, this is a great way to kind of, again, simplify the your app interface or whatever, you know, like you said, maybe it's still being worked on or whatever, the user interface. You can create it fully from scratch using motion graphics and animation here, right? So you can show as much or as little of that in this example as you want. So you can, you know, simplify it so that you're not confusing people or getting people lost in what you're trying to show them, right? Which is a great thing.
Yeah, because as you can see right here, as they're showing it on, because as I said, that you can use their app on computer or desktop, and then you can also use it on your mobile device. And what you're seeing here is obviously not the end product, what it exactly looks like, but from the functionality of what they're showing is that's how it will work. So there is some similarity in how the app will look, but it still conceptually fits within the theme of what the illustration style and whatnot is in this video, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
I also want to add too is with an explainer video, throughout this leading up to this portion, you know, they kind of brought attention of, you know, the things in your life that can cause stress and you're trying to get into meditating and how to, you know, because me personally, I don't know what to do when it comes to meditation. So it's like, how do you do that? So they kind of introduced these different challenges that you would face in terms of meditation. And then now they're introducing this said app, the meditation app by Headspace. And now we're kind of introducing that solution, and which we'll see in the second half of this video is how their app, how you can benefit from their app.
That's right, yeah.
On. Let's see. Sleep? Or maybe self-esteem? And we'll suggest the right exercises for you to try. If you enjoy them and want to learn more, then it's time to subscribe. When you do, you'll get access to hundreds of guided meditations from the Headspace library.
So during this section, this is what I like too, because this is kind of like a meta approach. In my perspective, what I kind of get out of this is they use music at the beginning of the video, or a light little jingle, but from there on out throughout this video, they're not using music. It's very clean sound effects, soft sound effects, but also just ambient background noises, like nature-esque noises. And so when watching this with headphones on, which we just saw in the previous shot of the individual sitting on the bench with headphones in, we're kind of getting a meta experience of what you'd be getting out of this meditation app, because you'd be most likely listening through your headphones and having this kind of ambient type experience. So when I watch this with my headphones on, that's kind of the experience I'm getting, and I assume that's what I'd be getting when using their app.
For sure, yeah. Get rid of the
Bite-sized mini meditations for when you're short on time. Exercises to add mindfulness to everyday tasks, like commuting or running.
So so as I kind of mentioned prior, we're circling now, we're coming, you know, full circle. We introduced the pain points, the app that's now going to solve those pains, and then here are the benefits, right? So it's that full circle. And here, you know, this is them outlining some of the things that you can benefit with, whether it's relationship stuff, personal stuff in regards to sports and whatnot.
Health.
Exactly. It's just, again, going full circle and just demonstrating how there's this pain point, here's their product that can help solve that, and then these are the benefits from it.
What's kind of neat, too, is that they, for the voiceover, I think they used, I believe that is Andy, who is the founder of this company, Headspace, which he's does lots of speaking engagements, all this kind of thing. He's obviously all about this meditation world and how it can affect people, which is kind of cool that he's also being the kind of calm voice taking us through this kind of how it works demo, which is, or experience, which is kind of cool too, because he's got a good voice for this kind of thing. So it makes me want to meditate.
Or even sleep. With dozens of packs to choose from, Headspace is your personal meditation guide to just about everything.
Bringing it all home now.
Yeah, and that's, again, not to sound like a broken record, but like the whole full circle thing, these are the characters that we saw introduced at the beginning, right?
That's right.
The variety of individuals who could be using the Headspace meditation app. So again, it's kind of visually now coming all full circle as well.
Bringing back that diversity, it's for everybody, and you know the positive effects it can have on people's lives, which is obviously the end goal here. So that's really cool. Yeah, super simple in a sense that it's not trying to overly complicate with too many details. Just really cool animation to kind of guide you through the story in a very linear way. I think they did a great job.
So now that we just watched an example of an explainer video by Headspace explaining their meditation app, I think what the takeaways from this is to keep your message concise. This video is being 1:15, so that's ideal when it comes to your explainer video.
It's perfect.
You don't want to dive too much into detail. You just want to pretty much get across what is the purpose of your product, like what problems are you trying to solve, and what are the benefits are your users going to get from using your said product. And at the end of the day, if there is more information they want to find out, that is what your website's for, and that's what the other channels are for, so they can dive in a little bit deeper and learn about said product.
Yeah.